Hi, and thanks for your interest in Reiki. We have made this class available to anyone who's interested in learning a technique to reduce stress, improve sleep, and provide general wellness support. You will note that the video makes mention of our Reiki volunteer program that we offer in some of our oncology clinics. Unfortunately, due to COVID, we've had to put that program on hold, and so we've made this offering in its place for now. We hope that you find it helpful. At the end of the video, you'll be given information on how to contact our integrative medicine department. If you have any questions or you'd like to learn more, please reach out and contact us. Thanks again for tuning in and enjoy. Hello and welcome to Reiki for Self-Care. My name is Adriana Royal. I am a licensed acupuncturist and Reiki master. I will be guiding you through today's class. We will also be joined by Kristen Walkow, who is a licensed massage therapist and Reiki practitioner. Our hope for you at the end of this class is that you'll be able to define Reiki and learn its benefits, explain the history of Reiki, discuss the use of Reiki in healthcare, and complete the steps, most importantly, for a Reiki self-treatment. So the founder of Reiki, his name is Mikao Usui, he came up with Reiki Principles. So let's take a moment and look at those together. So just for today, don't worry, don't be angry, be free and happy. Have joy, know you are taken care of, live consciously in each moment, count your blessings with gratitude, honor your parents, teachers, and elders, earn your living honestly, love your neighbor as yourself, show gratitude, and be kind to all living things. So these are helpful principles to return to before Reiki practice, before meditating, or just if you're having a stressful day, just take a pause and review these. So what is Reiki? Maybe you've heard this word. It's definitely gained some more popularity over the last couple years. Reiki, pronounced Reiki, is a Japanese word for universal life force energy. It's a simple but powerful Eastern medicine healing technique where a trained practitioner helps guide the flow of energy through a person's body. And the point of doing this, why would anybody want to do this, right? It's to bring your body into a state of balance and optimal functioning. So we know that when the body is in a state of stress, that your immune system is compromised. And when that happens, you start getting, things like colds, flus, headaches, your sleep is interrupted. So practicing Reiki is a way to help minimize those sorts of symptoms. The National Center for Complementary and Integrative Health defines Reiki as the following. So it's a complementary health approach in which practitioners place their hands lightly on or just above a person, while the goal of directing energy to help facilitate the person's own healing response. It's based on an Eastern belief in an energy that supports the body's innate or natural healing abilities. The history of Reiki. So if you are to Google Reiki, you will find so many strange and wonderful things on the internet. So it's important that we take a minute just to talk about the history here. So as I had mentioned, Mikao Usui is the founder of this practice, and sometimes people think that this has been an ancient technique that's been around for thousands of years, having to do with Buddhist religion or some sort of religion. It's nothing like that. It's more akin to meditation, honestly. It's a focused guided meditation based in Eastern teaching. So Mikao Usui is from Japan, and it was created in the 1900s. So honestly, it hasn't been around that long. Certainly 100 years is a long time, but it's not like thousands of years old. So It started in Japan, and then it was brought to the US by a trained practitioner who went to Japan from the US, and then she brought it back. And so she was the first woman Reiki master to bring that to the US in the 1930s, and her name is Hawaii Takada. And then she is responsible for training many of the Reiki practitioners in the US and in Canada. And that is how we have Reiki in the US today. So really, it hasn't been around that long, but it has a lineage rooted in Eastern thought from Japan. And so there are 3 levels or degrees, sometimes referred to, which are passed down from teacher, so your Reiki master, to student. So as I had said, so Hawaii Takada, she was trained and she became a Reiki master and then brought that to the US, and then she trained some students through level 1, 2, and then finally Reiki masters, and then they went on to train. So the lineage is really important. So you should be able to, if you're doing, let's say, a real Reiki class, that is, if you're going through a training, you want to make sure that you know the lineage where that person was trained from. So everybody who has become a Reiki master should be able to tell you their lineage going all the way back to Mikao Usui, which is pretty cool. So the benefits of Reiki are many, and I should say that what I'm about to share, a lot of people report experiencing it. That doesn't mean everybody experiences it, and it doesn't mean if you don't experience it, it didn't work for you. So this is just a sample of more commonly reported experiences. So number 1 for sure is deep relaxation and feeling a release of physical or emotional pain, so pain relief. A calmer mind and body, so a sense of stillness, or some people like to say they feel just very peaceful after getting a treatment. A release of tension and negative stress. Improvement in sleep quality, this is huge. And in what we show you today, I would say that the easiest way to incorporate anything that we talk about is to start practicing right before bed. So it's the easiest thing to do while you're lying in bed. You can start doing a couple of the hand placements that we'll show you later on, and it really, really does help sleep. It helps regulate blood pressure, heart rate, and breathing rate. And it improves effectiveness of other treatments or therapies that you might be undergoing. So this is not to say that Reiki itself cures anything, it doesn't. But if you are taking other medication or if you're undergoing other treatments, we think about it this way. So if you're doing a healing technique that helps put your body into an optimal state, it's ready to receive that treatment or that therapy all the more from that optimal functioning state. So that's what we mean by that statement. So what can you expect when you receive Reiki? So this is if you are going to a Reiki practitioner for a 60-minute treatment. So you will have the practitioner gently touch or hover right above your body. So at various hand placements, usually starting at the head and working your way down to the toes. And the goal is, of course, relaxation and to reduce stress. It's usually offered in a quiet setting, much like if you're getting a massage. So you're lying on a massage table, or if that's not available, seated in a comfortable position. You remain fully clothed. So it's not like a massage, and a lot of people are sometimes confused when they get Reiki. They are thinking that they're getting a massage, but this is a little different. So you stay fully clothed, and the Reiki practitioner provides light touch. So they're, again, hovering their hands over or lightly touching, but this is not like a muscle manipulation, fascia manipulation. It's very different. And usually a full treatment is 60 minutes, but what we show you today, you don't have to do a full 60-minute treatment to reap the benefits. So here are the hand placements. Reiki uses the chakra system for guiding where your hand should go during a treatment. And each chakra corresponds energetically to a local physical structure of the body, like soft tissues, organs, or nerves, but that also corresponds to an emotional state. And so, for example, if you are feeling, let's just say you're feeling like you are needing to express yourself in some way and you're nervous about speaking up, you might feel, that sort of like tightness in your throat. You might feel like there's like a lump in your throat. And so doing Reiki over that center where we see this light blue, this is the throat chakra, can help calm that down so that you feel calmer, that you're more centered, that you're able to speak from a place of, feeling grounded, not nerves. And usually hand placements are held at these centers for 3 to 5 minutes, but they don't have to be. And usually a lot of people feel immediate results, but sometimes it's a delayed reaction, or you feel it immediately and it lasts throughout the day. Let's talk briefly about Reiki in healthcare. So at Aurora, we are able to offer Reiki with the partnership of the Volunteer and Cancer Services. So this is a really great offering that we are able to provide patients when they are either waiting to receive their infusion treatments or during infusion treatments. It can easily be incorporated with other therapies like massage or acupuncture, which are also available in the cancer centers. And as I had said before, Reiki is great for incorporating with other therapies or medications because it's putting your body into a relaxed, balanced state. And so it's at its optimal to receive that treatment. And so the other thing that it's good for that's worth mentioning is that you may experience side effects, unwelcome side effects from any of the treatments that you're undergoing. And so acupuncture and massage are there to help with that, but Reiki is also available to help lessen pain, provide comfort, reduce anxiety, and all of these things help your treatment go all the more smoothly. So let's get to the good stuff, right? So self-care routine. And what follows, we're going to take you through a meditation using Reiki hand placements. And it's worth noting that this is an introduction to Reiki. So this is not a Reiki class. You're not receiving an attunement. Therefore, you can't actually practice Reiki on anybody else. But this is a starter, let's call it a curiosity class. So you'll learn the basics of what to do in a Reiki routine. And if you're curious and you'd like to actually get attuned so that you can actually practice Reiki on yourself and others, there's information at the end of this class to tell you how you can go ahead and register for one of those classes. So to begin, when you are doing a practice, take 3 grounding breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. So why don't we just do that all together real quickly here. So in through your nose, out through your mouth. Just letting go of the day and the to-do list. Already that feels so much better. Place both feet on the floor if you can, or find yourself in a comfortable position. You could be either in a seated position or lying down. And then set an intention for your practice. So a lot of people like to skip over this, and really this is probably one of the more important points of this healing technique. So you can just, simply say, I'm intending to practice for relaxation. It could be that simple. It could just be, I'm taking a few moments for myself, or it could be more focused. I have a headache, or I'm having trouble sleeping, or whatever it may be. So really, the point is to trust your intuition, learn to start listening to your body, and set an intention. And then in the next slides, we'll show you the hand placements. You do not have to go through every single one of these placements. There's suggestions, but when Mikao Sui and his first round of students started teaching this to other people, not everybody understood what it meant by trust your intuition or setting an intention, right? So that's not always clear to people. So what does that actually mean, practically speaking? So he created, with one of his students, he created a placement so that you don't actually have to think about where you're going next, but you just know that, okay, this is place 1, this is place 2, and then you go through it. After doing this for a while, you're going to notice that you don't have to do all the points. And honestly, if you do a couple points, like at bedtime, if you just do, maybe over your heart or your throat or maybe even your head, it's so relaxing, honestly, that you'll probably fall asleep before you even make it to your feet. So this is just a guide. Okay, so position 1 is the Crown Chakra. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time because Kristen is actually going to take you through this, but please refer back to this if you don't have time to watch the complete video. You can just pull this up and know that the positions are available for you. So the Crown Chakra, there's alternate positions for each of the chakras, depending if you need to adjust. For example, if you have a shoulder injury, this is probably not super comfortable for you to hold. So there are other ways that you can modify. And these are working all the way down to solar plexus, sacral chakra, root chakra. You have various options. And honestly, this is one of my favorite positions because you could be sitting at a dinner, you could be sitting at a meeting, and if you need a little stress relief, no one needs to know that you're doing anything, but you are sitting there with your legs crossed and you can be giving yourself Reiki during a meeting. It's pretty wonderful. And then at the end of the session, you can do any or all of these. Sweep 3 times with your hands from your head to your toes to clear energy. Zip up to restore energy using your hands. Imagine you are closing a zipper from toes to head. And infinity sign to seal energies. Draw an infinity sign with your hand above your head. And then sending the intention to continue to restore your energy, balance, and flow. So you can do Reiki anytime, anywhere. You can do a 5-minute session. You could do a couple minutes. You could do a whole hour, whatever you need. Here are some suggestions if you are having, any sort of particular ailment that you're trying to focus on. So headache. And, honestly, we tend to do these motions intuitively. So if you have a headache, you probably put your hand up here and gently massage. So rubbing your head or your temples, that's, activating your crown chakra. So placing your hands over the crown and third eye might be helpful. Anxiety, placing your heart, your hands over your heart or your solar plexus for a little calming, stress relief. And trouble sleeping, working from crown through root positions. But honestly, it would be very surprising if you made it all the way to your root because it's so relaxing. So let's take a moment here and meet Kristen, who will be giving us a guided meditation.
Hi, I'm Kristen Waka, massage therapist and Reiki practitioner with the Department of Integrative Medicine. I would like to demonstrate how to do a Reiki treatment for self-care. Reiki is a Japanese word meaning universal life force energy. Utilizing specific hand placements gently on or just above the body, practitioners help guide the flow of energy through a person's body to connect with and enhance the body's natural healing capabilities. The hand placements coordinate with the body's chakras or energy centers and are held for about 3 to 5 minutes, or longer if you feel drawn to do so. For this demonstration, I will be holding each position only briefly. While everyone's experience with Reiki is unique, many have reported feeling a deeper state of relaxation, a calmer mind and body, a release of tension and negative stress, and improved sleep. And we can all definitely benefit from that. Before we begin, it's important to ground and center ourselves and set an intention for our practice. That can be as simple as intending to relax and relieve stress, or more focused to concentrate on a symptom, ailment, or emotion we're trying to bring healing energy to. Reiki can be received either lying down or in a seated position, and for today's purposes, I will demonstrate this seated. Let's start by placing both feet on the floor. And if you are in a place where it's acceptable to remove your shoes, I would recommend it, but it's not required. We will begin with 3 grounding breaths, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Good. Now that we're centered, we'll set our intention. Mine will be to remain calm and focused, as being in front of a camera is a little out of my comfort zone. We will begin with the Crown Chakra. So beginning with cupped hands, we place both at the top of the head, either gently on or just above, whatever is your personal preference. And as we hold these hand positions, you may begin to feel warmth in your hands or a heat through your body. You may experience tingling or vibration, or maybe an aura of colors. Or you may feel or see nothing at all, and that's okay. An alternative to this position would be to place both hands at the side of the face. Moving into the third eye chakra, we will take both hands at the back of the head, one stacked upon the other. An alternative to this position would be to bring one hand forward on the forehead, leaving one behind the head. This position can be really beneficial for those with headaches or suffering depression. Or trouble focusing. We'll then move into the throat chakra at the base of the neck or top of the sternum. This area here can be useful for symptoms such as sinus issues or sore throat or thyroid imbalances. Very helpful with anxiety or nervousness. We'll then move into the heart and solar plexus. The heart chakra is associated with love and compassion, both for ourselves and others. Can be a great area to focus on for those with respiratory issues, asthma or pneumonia. The heart and solar plexus together is a wonderful area to concentrate on for stress relief and anxiety. And then move down into solar plexus, the bottom of the rib cage above the navel. This area is associated with our inner strength and emotions, our gut feelings. It is really useful for those with digestive issues or ailments. We'll then move down into the Sacral Chakra, and this can be done with both feet resting on the floor or legs crossed, whatever is more comfortable. The Sacral Chakra is associated with our connection to others, our creativity and energy, and a helpful area to focus on for those with low back pain, reproductive or urinary issues. We'll now move into the two positions of the root chakra, first being at the top of the knees. The root chakra can also be useful for those with low back pain. The second position of the root chakra is at the soles of the feet. The root chakra is associated with our health and survival, our connection to earth, and is a great area to focus on if you're just feeling stuck. An alternative to those two positions for the root chakra would be to leave one foot on the floor. Bring your other leg up and over the knee. Place one hand at the sole of the foot and one on the knee. And when you feel drawn to do so, you may place both feet back on the floor and take a nice cleansing breath. We will complete the session by sweeping down the body 3 times from head to toe. Clear away our energy field. And as if closing an imaginary zipper, we will zip up, an infinity sign, to seal in our restored and balanced energy. I hope you found that relaxing. And as with any new skill, practice is important. One of the best ways to practice Reiki for self-care is lying in bed at night trying to fall asleep. While there are numerous benefits to using Reiki as a tool for self-care, there is also great potential in providing this service to our patients, either in person or walking them through these steps in a virtual visit. For more information on Reiki or any of the integrative therapies offered, please visit aurora.org/integrative medicine. Thank you.
All right, we hope you found that guided demonstration helpful. And as Kristen said, if you have any other questions, please visit our website or feel free to email or call us. You can call us if you're interested in finding out more information about taking Reiki level 1 or 2 classes, receiving a Reiki treatment from any of our practitioners, or if you just have more questions, we're happy to help. So thanks so much and have a wonderful day.